Good morning. Good morning. 7 a.m. It's a brand new day. Right back at it. It's Thursday. It's been a great week, man. This week been going by fast. There's been a lot going on. Hey, but we grinding it out. Welcome back to the Daily Dose, the number one daily morning mastermind for those trying to elevate in their business, professional, or personal lives. And we'll hop right into the verse of the day. Hebrews chapter 10, 35 to 36. So do not throw away your confidence. It will be richly rewarded. You need to persevere so that when you have done the will of God, you will receive what he has promised. And we've been talking all week just about how important it is to persevere through things, how important it is to make sure that we are staying confident in ourselves and in God and the plan that he has for us. We need to be we need to be encouraged. We need to encourage ourselves, and we need to encourage others. Um, just making sure that we understand that the perseverance part, that's the part that we should be. It's not gonna always be easy, but we should know that when we're in the perseverance time, then the next outcome is the blessing time, right? That's when we get rewarded. That's when we get everything that we've been persevering for, right? And it doesn't always happen on our time, but that's the main thing we always got to remember, especially when we're doing God's will and we're doing what we're supposed to be doing according to what we believe our purpose is on earth. So keep your confidence. It will be richly rewarded. We got to persevere through everything. That'll be the verse of the day. The business topic is the top uses for Chat GPT. Number one is going to be content creation. You can tell Chat GPT to create captions for you, blogs, ad scripts, articles, and a lot more for content, right? You can tell it to come up with video ideas. You can tell it to come up with menus. Like if you have a restaurant, just different things. Like you can really Like you can ask ChatGPT to do a lot with content, idea creation, idea generation, whatever. You can tell ChatGPT to come up with different ideas for different things. So from interior design to different business ideas, from any type of idea like that you might or around any type of industry or subject, tell ChatGPT to come up with it. And it'll give you some things that you might not even thought of, right? That's what it's for, to help you think, because you can't think of every single thing, right? And it would be most of the stuff on Google, uh, people have already done. So ChatGPT can come up with some fresh ideas for you, and it'll be like you want to tell it to give you a lot of ideas. And I'll put it that way. And then we're gonna go through a few examples too. Research assistance. This is one of the main things. You could tell ChatGPT to gather info for you for literally anything. So if you're trying to learn about a topic, you're trying to learn about the industry, you need research on a specific business, you need research on a specific person, you need research on, like I said, a subject, a place. Maybe you want to travel. Um, like it can do all the research that you need. And the way that it's different from Google is when you type a question into Google, you still got to search through all the information, look at it yourself. ChatGPT is going to go through all of the places on the internet that any information can be found on that subject, person, or thing. Um, and then it's going to gather it and put it together and summarize it for you. So definitely use ChatGPT for research. It'll help out a lot. You can use it for like learning different languages, right? When you can chat with it in another language, and then you can go back and forth, and it'll help you boost your skills as you learn another language. Problem solving. So you can put in almost any problem into Chat GPT and it'll come back out with an answer. So anything, like I said, from a mathematics problem to even like a therapy session, you can give it a personal problem and it'll give you some suggestions on how to work through that. Right. And then you got writing assistance. This is a huge one as well, because you can either tell it to just type something for you, or you can paste in what you have typed. It'll give you feedback. It'll edit it for you. And then ChatGPT also will even create contracts, right? It'll even create contracts, but you got to be specific about what you want. But it'll create that for you. And like I said, we'll go through a couple of example prompts because it's important the way that we prompt ChatGPT to make sure that we're getting the most out of it that we possibly can. Creative collaboration. Like I said, it can come up with movie scripts, actually write them. You tell it the idea, or you can get an idea from it, then you tell it to write a script for it, a book, even song lyrics, right? So these are all different things. And then business planning, all forms of business planning. So we talked about marketing planning, how important that is. It can come up with that for you. We talked about uh we talked about a lot of project management. You can tell it to write you out a project management plan, roadmap for whatever project that you have coming up. You can tell ChatGPT to do so many things, and it's so interesting how much you can really get out of ChatGPT. So we'll hop right into uh, just a couple of examples of what I was talking about. So like, and this is about like being specific. So if we were gonna do something for, I'll just do like a blog, right? So you would tell it to, first of all, you gotta tell it what it need to be, and you want to talk to it like it's a like it don't know nothing, right? You gotta tell it exactly what you want it to do or be, and then tell it what to do. And I'm just about to type in something crazy random. So like, and it didn't even come up with a title for you. The reason I told it to, um, I say I want the reader to be hooked instantly. So I really wanted to see what it would come up with, um, as far as the hook. But this is what I mean. This is just what I mean by being specific. I'm not gonna go through this whole blog, but you can tell it to do so many things. Let's see. Do anybody feel like they've been struggling or they struggle with getting the best or the most out of Chat GPT? But this is, like I said, you can really, you just want to be as specific as possible. Tell it exactly what you want to know. and it'll like provide whatever information that you need. So like I said, this is just some examples of what you can do. And in business, like if we was to do so, this is what I mean by writing a contract. It'll just give you the outline, and of course, you just fill in the specifics, but it'll have all the necessary um, ingredients to have a legal binding contract, right? According to whatever state that you tell it to, with legal jargon and everything that you need. So this is just a few examples, wanting to go over just how specific that you should be whenever you get into using ChatGPT. And there's a lot of different things you can use it for. Um, but yeah, use that to your advantage uh, because it's highly, highly beneficial. Also, so for personal development, just want to go over fasting. Some people fast for whatever reason. I know it's still Ramadan right now, so I know they're doing the sun up to sun down fast. But here are some benefits of fasting if you never even thought about it, or if you've been thinking about it and you don't really understand why it's important or how it can be important. So, the number one thing, of course, is uh, weight loss, right? If you're not eating, then you're not gaining weight. And then what's happening is your body is consuming for energy. Your body is consuming all the past stuff that you still have in your body. So every single day, our we don't we don't use all the energy that we have from the food that we've eaten like that, and that's why we gain weight, right? Because we just have food sitting in our body or in our cells and stuff like that. So and then that's how we get uh that's how we become overweight. So whenever we fast, your body just feeds off of all of that old stuff that we have, and it helps you to turn that into energy, and it helps you to uh it just gets all of those things absorbed into your bloodstream and things like that better. And because you're not just putting on more and more and more, you're actually taking stuff off and giving your body time to relax and actually use all the things that it already has inside of it. Next thing is enhanced autophagy. And so this is just the stages of your cells reproducing. It helps, like I said, it takes away your body being focused on digesting food so much because we eat so much. I know, like me, for example, I snack throughout the day a lot. So technically, my body might be always digesting. But when we take a break from eating, take a break from my body digesting food, it allows the body to focus on other things. And this specific thing is cell regeneration, cell repair, and a whole bunch of things like that. So it'll help. It just improves your cells, which we got cells for everything: skin cells, hair cells, nails. Just improves a lot of things, brain cells, and then improve insulin sensitivity. So it might not be after somebody has. I'm not a doctor, but after somebody has diabetes, I don't even know if you can fast, right? But before you even get to that point, um, like it helps with that, right? So it helps with your insulin, helps with it reduce the risk of that. It'll regulate your blood sugar levels, so you don't have to, say get succumb to that. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. The next thing would be your brain health. It gives you a lot of mental clarity and focus, because you're not weighed down so much by the food that you have or what you've been eating. It allows you, at first, it's going to be hard because you're going to be like, oh man, I'm hungry. But once you get past that stage, that's when you start to tap into a higher level of consciousness. And once you do it, if you haven't done it, you should try it. Once you do it, you will definitely understand what I mean. The next thing is cellular repair and longevity. Um, so that's kind of the same thing I was talking about. It'll repair your cells, and help them to uh just be longer, like live longer lives. Spiritual connection. I should have put this number one because this is the main thing that I would recommend fasting for, is to tap in with God on a deeper level. Because you're not eating, because you're not focused, number one, you are sacrificing technically food to spend more time with God. And it just shows a lot of respect and humility for who God is and what God is doing. And it allows you to get closer, have a closer spiritual connection with God, because you are not weighed down by all the food and everything like that. And last thing is energy. You have more energy when you don't eat for a short period of time, because like I said, it's just not a whole bunch of excess food in your body, your brain. All of that stuff is being used to go elsewhere. It's improving your blood flow. It's improving the blood to your brain. It's improving the blood to your heart. Your oxygen levels are better. Cardiovascular system is operating better. You're more attentive and awake because you are we don't have that issue of just eating and then being sleepy, because we might have overeaten, or just because we have um food going on. And like I said, when you have fasted before, you'll understand some of these things. But once, if you haven't, I would definitely consider trying it. To start out with, I would just try uh if you really can't stand it, you can try intermittent fasting first. That's where you only eat 8 hours out of the day. Most people do 12 to 8, or some people do 10 to 6. But that's intermittent fasting. Uh, I would just recommend you go to a full 24-hour water fast. And then you'll really see something then when you do a 24-hour just drink water all day. Um, there are other fasts you can do, like some people do 24 hours, no food, no water. That they call that the dry fast, right? And then you can extend those days as your body starts, or as you start getting mentally stronger, because it really is a mental thing. It's only a certain amount of days that we can go without water, but without food, you can go a few days. You can go quite a bit of time without food, but you're gonna need some water. You're gonna need some water. But that's the benefits of fasting. And then that'll wrap it up for today. Appreciate everybody for joining. Hope you got some value. We'll be right back at it to close out the week tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hope everybody have a blessed day.